Welcome to the Allen Powell Show live on a Wednesday night. The NBA draft is in full effect. It's been a minute. We are back with some breakdown of the NBA draft, some trades, some signings. Vic Bryan in the building. The Bulls just made their second round pick, a player that we've watched. Just real quick before we go back into the first round, Braden Smith from Purdue got drafted by the Bulls. I seen him. I like him. He reminds me of a J.J. Barea type. I think he can be a fan favorite. I like the pick. Vic, what you think about that pick so far?
I mean, yeah, he good value, man. I mean, he's a playmaker. That's what I like about him. You know what I'm saying? He knows his role. He is strictly out there to try to get the guys who are your bucket getters open. You know what I'm saying? He's an excellent passer, man. Just a gritty player. And yeah, I watched him at Purdue a lot. You know, he went up against my Illini. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I saw him a couple of times. So yeah, man, I like the pick. Good value. He could be a nice backup.
He's only 6 foot, but we've seen small guards do well in the league. Brian, I don't know if you get a chance to see Braden Smith, but I think his IQ is high. And I think, like I said, he can be a crowd favorite. Chicago going to embrace him if he come in and do his job.
We talking about the all-time leader and assists in NCAA right now.
Yes.
But I got some bad news for you guys. That pick was traded to Indiana for cash, future pick swaps, and a player named Cam something. Cam Johnson or something like that.
Man, they just got me excited for nothing.
Yeah.
I was in the room, and then I came to sit up here because we were doing this show. So I didn't want to be distracted.
Brian,
so I didn't even see that part. Last thing I saw was them draft him, and then I came up front.
Man, look, everybody loves the little small guard, the Energizer Bunny that come off the bench and give him a spark. Everybody need one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully this means that they got another guard with some size on it who could probably give you the same thing. And maybe he got another trick up his sleeve or something. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm disappointed, man.
Hey.
You got Alvarado with the Knicks just won a championship. And you think about the Earl Boykins, J.J. Beres. The small guard is needed in the NBA, man. All right.
The Mr. Hustle. The Mr. Hustle.
The hustle. Yeah, the hustle player. That's just an agitator. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Bears got Yuki. I mean, the Bulls got Yuki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about the little yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let's go back to the first round, man, because the players fell like everybody thought they was gonna fall. The Bandston won. It was a debate between the Bandston and Peterson who was gonna go one. I always thought the Bandston was the best player for my. But some people thought Peterson. He goes number 1. Peterson number 2. Just real quick, Brian, AJ DeBanster, Trae Young, Anthony Davis with the new look Wizards. How are you liking that lineup so far? The potential lineup is here.
Oh yeah, that's a nice lineup. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think everything's going to fall health-wise. They stay healthy, they should definitely, for sure, be in a play-in, possibly the playoffs. But, Brian, what you thinking about this this potential big three right here?
Yeah, that's a nice one. I mean, AJ DeBancer, to me, is the headliner. You know, I mean, whatever, they go as far as he takes them. You know what I mean? And I know it's his rookie year, so expectations might have to be a little manage him a little bit. I mean, Trae Young is an undersized guard. He won in Atlanta, but, there are still question marks on who he is moving forward.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, same question marks about what he's going to be moving forward. So Trae got that money. DeBancer's young and hungry. It's nice on paper. I just want to see how it plays out over 82 games.
Vic, he says DeBanster is gonna be the key to run team as a rookie.
I mean, I got kind of agree because he come in with no injury history, and we can hopefully hope 75 plus games out of him. He already hit on the head. There's a question mark with the other two about how many games they can play. How can they stay healthy? So I don't want to just rehash what B already said, because that's the key to this team. Both of y'all said it's the health of the other guys. I know what the young led's going to do in the Banster. He's going to be a player. He is. It's in him. it's up to Anthony Davis to see if he can give you 65 plus games. The same thing with Trae Young. If those guys give you 65, 70 games, they definitely can be like the 6 seed. They got some talent over there in Washington. It's just like you said, it's all about health.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you said the Banster is the key that drives, but for me, if, like, to y'all point, I think it's Anthony Davis is the biggest key. Of course, it comes with the health, but if the injury history continues and Anthony Davis is out, then the Banster is going to be like Cooper Flag when Kyrie and Anthony Davis got injured over there, and it's going to be a lost season. You got to wait till next season. So I think it's going to be Anthony Davis that's going to be the driving force this first year at least.
But you know what? That's kind of like a catch-22 to that. I know the Wizards are banking on, like, if that possibly happens, we can be back in the lottery again.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
So it's kind of like, you know, they're in a good position. They're in a good position either way. Getting the Banster was like, that was a good move.
Yeah, for sure. Brian, you mentioned the signing of Trae Young. He did re-sign. To be honest, man, when this deal happened, I was like, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know if he's worth $212 million. Atlanta got better once he left. Like it's his style of play conducive to winning basketball, and it remains to be seen. So when they signed for $212, I said, man, $212, is he a max player like that? Vic, what you think about this signing?
Yeah, man, that was crazy, man. Seeing how, you know, not overall with the numbers or things like that, but when he goes up against certain guards, how guys that are not making as much money at him consistently outplay him, it just makes me wonder. Like, he's like a one-dimensional offensive player. Like, he's a hot and cold three-point shooter, not a great shooter, but he'll get hot from there every now and then. Hit about 35, 36%. He take enough shots to where it is. He will score because, you know what I'm saying, he'll get you 25 points, but he'll take 25 shots.
Right.
He do come up with, you know, a few assists here and there, bro, but I just don't. Inconsistency, his low shooting numbers, they just rub me the wrong way, man. And I just don't see a $200 million player in him. That's just me. I don't see it.
I said, man, he got a good agent, man, because I didn't think he was going to get that. I thought he was probably going to get like a short-term deal, prove it to me deal. You know, he had a player option and he opted out. And I was like, oh, that must be they're going to give him more money. But I didn't think it was going to be this much. I thought they was going to give him like a 2-year, maybe 60, you know, prove it, you know.
Yeah, man, they maxed him out. They maxed him out.
They must really believe. Brian, how you feel about the deal?
I think it might be more so like, man, if we let him walk out the door, I mean, where do we go from here at the point guard position? So it's like he opted out the player option. Maybe that was something that they negotiated, but if he was willing to leave, then we got to back that Brinks truck up to keep him. We already moved a couple pieces to get him. So I think it was just trying to make sure you don't lose him for nothing. Maybe hold him long enough to maybe flip him at some point down the line. It is a lot of money, but I don't know if he's earned it, but he does have the potential to make good on that investment if he improves the shooting, stays healthy.
Yes.
Actually starts playing downhill a little more, you know, so that you can drive and kick, throw the lobs. You know, you just shooting 40-foot three-pointers. You're not putting enough pressure on the defense through the course of the game, especially with AD and the Banter running with you right now. So, you know, but I do think it is a lot of money. But I think when you the Wizards, starving for talent, starving for star power, sometimes you got to overpay to keep what's in the building sometimes.
It might have been a desperate move, to your point. It might have been a desperate move. Like, all right, we got AD, we got the Banster. He shouldn't have no excuses. If anything, this should be his best season. You know, he got some horses with him now. So if he can't improve this year, you know, then it's him. It's him. But I remember him coming out. They thought he was like a quote unquote low budget Steph Curry. You know, he was shooting deep threes and all of this stuff, but he's not efficient. Like, to your point, Vic, he's not efficient. And it was like empty calories sometimes when he was playing. He had a couple of runs when he went against the Knicks, being the villain, had a couple of moments. But I would say coming out of college, you know, I think did he lead the league in scoring when he was there one year?
Oklahoma. He was putting Oklahoma, yeah.
So, you know, the potential was there, but it just never came to fruition. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I hope it works out for him. I'm rooting for the Wizards to not be trash for a change. And the bands I hope Anthony Davis stay healthy, and I hope they make the playoffs, man. I hope they make the playoffs. So let's get back to the recap. I want to go back to the recap, and then what do y'all think about the Jazz? Peterson, you put them with the young marketing, Jaren Jackson Jr. They got some young players over there. Vic, how you feeling about the Jazz with Peterson?
Yeah, I was glad they went guard. Man, hopefully Peterson, whatever those health problems, and he said, you know, supplements and different things he was taking that was causing him to have like those little cramps and things like that. That's a thing of the past, because if he is healthy, I remember the kid from high school, he's special. Like, he's special. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if he's healthy with those forwards that they got, they can be a much improved team, man. They can be a lot better. I mean, the West is so tough, I can't even put them in the play-in. If the West so tough, I can't even put them in the play-in. I could just say they'll be an improved team.
I think they got so many young players over there. If they it all depends on if the team comes together. Who the coach is? I forget who the coach is anyway. But coaching matters, in my opinion, especially with young players. And if he can bring them together, I think the play-in is possible. Just looking at their roster. Brian, how you feeling about Darren Peterson with them young guns over there?
Oh, man, I mean, it looks good. I mean, they got potential to be great in, you know, a few years down the line.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, this is reminiscent of like those young OKC Thunder teams. You know what I mean? You got a lot of young stars. You're gonna have to you might have to lose one here and there, but if they can keep that young core together, I mean, the sky's the limit. Like Vic said, what Peterson was, he is special. You know, even what we saw him do in college, he looked like a polished product. You know what I mean? So to put that with Ace Bailey, Laurie Marketing, Jaren Jackson, I mean, they got some young guns. I don't know, like Vic said, how loaded the West is. I don't know what their ceiling or their floor may be, but I think they, you know, people might need to, you know, hurry up and get your rings now, because 3 to 5 years from now, those guys might be something to be feared.
For sure. Going down the list, before we get to our Bulls, Brian, me and you've been talking. I wanted Acuff with the Bulls, but everybody's, said Caleb Wilson was going to the Bulls. But I wanted Acuff. I think Acuff have the chance to be, first of all, he got a chance to win Rookie of the Year. I'm going to put that out there right now. Playing with the Kings, I guess you still got Levine, DeRozan over there, but I just look at that squad, man. They need to get rid of them. Like, start fresh. Get him the keys and let him rock. You know what I mean? But he got a chance to be Rookie of the Year and one of the top rookies out of this class. And I wanted him with the Bulls, but it didn't work out that way. But how do y'all feel about Vic? How you feel about Acuff, Darius Acuff?
I liked him, bro. I like him as a player, but I wanted Caleb Wilson. I wanted the guy that they got just because, bro. I finally want the Chicago Bulls to go back to a defensive identity. And what they are doing by drafting these 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys, they make it where they can switch everything. Bringing in Claxton was a good move too. We could, they're discussing on that. So that's the way they drafted after they got Claxton. So yeah, I like Acuff. He's got a chance to be a special talent. You know what I'm saying? Some people said that he's like a low budget version of Derrick Rose, but I don't see that because there's no such thing as a low budget version of Derrick Rose. Like, Derrick Rose is like one of a kind. I haven't seen anybody like that. As far as like the athleticism, like Acuff has the quickness out there, but Derrick Rose like literally has super athleticism, like ridiculous for his size. So I like Caleb Wilson. This is what the Bulls need. They needed size. Like, bro, we were playing Vucevic, then after him, our backup center is like 6'8".
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to the Bulls, man. They picked Caleb Wilson and Dalen Swain at the 15th pick. I'm going to be honest, man. Like, I didn't see a lot of Caleb Wilson or Dalen Swain. Everybody's raving about these picks. Vic, I'm gonna give it to you, man. Seem
Yeah,
like
I saw Swain a lot, bro. Like in my opinion, with work and things, he can be like a Jimmy Butler type player, bro. Seriously. He's already a defender. He's 6'7", and guess what? Right now, already coming into the league, he's 211 pounds.
yeah.
So
Right.
you talking about Kawhi maxed out at like 220 with his size. You saw he was, you know what I'm saying, fit, nice size. This kid don't have far to go as far as his physical adjustment to his body. He's more so size to where this Swain, he needs to more so size like be more consistent shooting because he got better every year in college, but he still needs to be more consistent because it came and it went. Now his mid range is nice, but I'm talking about his 3-point game. He need work on it. But other than that, though, I like him. He got a handle. He plays defense. He got size. He got, you know what I'm saying, he got athleticism. Like a lot of people just didn't get to see him a lot down there in Texas.
As I'm looking at these picks, if you look at the defending champs, the New York Knicks, you look at OG and Mikal Bridges, these body types bode well, you know, against, you know, if you look in the future of trying to compete in the East, these body types actually seem like it go well. Brian, how you feel about these picks?
Man, I love him. I mean, I love him. I was a little shocked by the Swain pick because I got my eyes set on the Cameron Carr kid. You know, I think they were similar athletes, but Swain got about 2 to 3 more inches on him. So, I mean, with that being said, though, I love the Caleb Wilson pick. I did, like you, want a dynamic guard and Darius Acuff, but like Vic is saying, Caleb Wilson is a superb athlete. He reminds me of like a KG Antetokounmpo hybrid. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of upside,
right,
he can be the best player. He could arguably be probably the best player in this draft down the line. And then with Swain, like you say, they're creating a world where it's positionless basketball over there, and we switching to 1 through 5. Giddey 6'8", Swain 6'7", Bucelis 6'9". Caleb Wilson 6'10", Nick Claxton 6'10". I mean, what's up? And they all moving. So you know, so I'm seeing the vision. I like that he stuck to his slot principles and he got these guys that fit what he was looking for: strong, long, athletic, and physical. So I really like it. Swain, he remind me of I thought Paul George, when you said Jimmy Butler, same type of two-way tenacity type of player, just, you know, could do it on both ends. I really like, and man, he looked like a power forward down there in the paint. When he get down there in the paint, he finishing with both hands, layups, dunks. I mean, a really impressive inside game. So overall, I would give it an A, man, because you solidified at least the length and athleticism department, and that's things that the Bulls teams have been lacking since Derrick Rose all the way back to Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? We're never athletic enough to compete with a lot of the better teams. So,
and look, I like the fact that they got these players. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Tiago Splitter hire. I ain't get a chance to talk about that, but I'm gonna say this: when he got hired, I was like, you know what? I think I like this. I feel like he got a raw deal in Portland. He got them boys after all the fiasco with Coach Chauncey Billups. He came in and did a good job with that team, and they didn't want to keep him. You know what? I like this hire. How do y'all feel about the hire?
Yeah, I like it too, bro. I like what he did with that Portland team, bro. Not only did he get them to compete after the fiasco, he actually got them to win the play-in and actually make the playoffs, not just the play-in. They were a playoff team. Nobody expected that at the beginning of the year. You got to get a coach credit. He turned Denny Avdia into an all-star.
Yep, he was out there balling. He was out there looking like,
man, I'm talking about, he was looking serious out there, wasn't he, bro? Like, I'm like, woo, this is the guy that the Wizards thought they were getting when they drafted him.
Right. And he got him to progress. And so, like, I'm looking at that like, okay, let's see what he can do, you know, with the players that we got. And I think, man, on paper, you know, we get these young bears. I think they can compete. I don't know if, you know, as far as playing in the playoffs, but if I just want to see them compete on a regular basis, I want to go at least watch a game.
Hey, bro, during this development process, I'm letting you know right now they're going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
And that's going to keep my interest. That's going to keep my interest right there because they're going to be fun to watch. The development. Like, I'm not looking, I'm saying thing you say, I'm not looking for playing in any of that right now. I'm not. I'm being realistic. Now, if it happens, cool. But I'm not looking for that. What I am looking for is the further development of guys like Josh Giddey, Monitor Buzelis, bringing in Caleb, letting him learn the NBA game, letting Swain learn the NBA game, like development, like developing these young guys. Like, man, Modest is 21, Josh Giddey's 23, Caleb Wilson is 20, Swain is 21. Like, you got a nice young nucleus, bro. Nice young nucleus.
And what saddens me just a little bit is rest in peace to Stacey King. He would have loved to see these young Bulls, man.
Shot slammer jammer, baby.
Yeah, man. He would enjoy watching these young Bulls and all of that. And he's not going to be able to see it. Brian, what you think about the hire of Tiago Splitter?
Man, I love it. I mean, you get somebody with some coaching experience, some playing experience, a champion, a Popovich disciple.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you know, and you 6'10", man. Ain't none of that punking the coach stuff. Ain't you know, you might fall in line when your coach is bigger than you. So you know, I like it, man. I just like it all the way across the board, man. And you draft a young big who can learn from your coach, who is a former big in the league.
For sure.
You know, this is this goes hand in hand. Great hire, great draft. You know, they doing good things in Chicago right now. But I like the hire, man. I like the hire.
I can't wait to see them. I'm gonna want to go to a game. I'm gonna try to make it to a game.
For sure.
The young Bulls.
Definitely.
Man.
For sure.
Let's get to some signings real quick, man. Matter of fact, no, let's get to the trade first. The Giannis trade. Giannis traded to the Heat. It was between Boston and Miami. Pat Riley pulls it off again. But I'm looking at the team, and the question is what they're going to put around him. You got Bam. I mean, Norman Powell is a restricted, unrestricted free agent. They got to figure out what they go. They got Wiggins over there. But I look at the guard play. You know, you had to get rid of Hero to get Giannis. You had to give away Jaquez. And so the guard play, I know they got what's his name? Damian, I forget his name, Mitchell. Damian Mitchell or Davion Mitchell. But the guard play is what I'm worried about. But Brian, Giannis to the Heat, what you think this does for the Heat?
I mean, it makes them tougher for sure. I mean, and when you say the guard play, you got to think what Giannis was with J. Kidd. You know, he's able to play point forward and facilitate and bring that ball up the court, and just like Bam. So you might got a scenario where you just need some guys who can spot up and shoot that thing. You know, you might not really need the guard play that you might think when you got two bigs that can handle the rock, and you could probably run the offense through them exclusively. So, but I like the trade for both teams. I think Milwaukee came up. They got a freak of nature in the Ware kid from Miami. He's like a baby Wemby. You know, they got Hero. I mean, I think it was a win-win for both teams. You know, but Miami definitely got the freak. So I'm gonna make them the winners of this trade.
Vic, how you feeling about Giannis to the Heat? What does that put them in the East?
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm with you. I need to see some guard play. I get that Giannis and Bam both can be facilitators, but you don't want to wear them down doing that. Like you need you need some guard play, bro. Like you need you need at the point sometime you're gonna need a dynamic guard to make a play for you. This is just the way the NBA is nowadays, just the way it's trending. Now, he don't have to be dominant all the time like a Jalen Brunson. But at the end of the game, much as I love Giannis, I don't want him with the rock in his hand having to go to the free throw line. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want that. Now, Bam is different. But I'm with you. They're gonna need guard play, bro. They are going to. Like what they got to fill that roster out around them. Like 'cause they gave up all the guards and the small forwards. Like they wings are, you know, basically non-consistent. And Wiggins is a free agent too. Wiggins is a free agent too. So they got to figure out if they want to bring him back. He's not down there right now either. So that's what I'm saying. They got to fill out that roster around him. Like him and Bam are good. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice start, but I don't know. It's just them two against the Knicks, the way they constructed right now, and a healthy Celtics team, if they don't get rid of Jaylen Brown or what they able to do, I still don't see them being better than those teams. And what are we going to get from Detroit? They're going to be good again next year too. You understand what I'm saying? So I Depending on what they put around them, bro. Like they put the right thing around them, I could see them being like one of the top 4 teams in the East. They'll be in the top 4.
And it reminds me of the Houston Rockets. We seen with them not having a point guard did. They struggled. I know Giannis and Bam can bring it up the court, but sometimes you need someone. It's like an extension of the head coach as the point guard. And so, without Fred VanVleet, like it was many times where they couldn't. We saw a game they lost. They had no business losing because they didn't have a point guard to run the team.
Yeah, they had the lead and they couldn't even. They kept turning the rock over. They had nobody to really handle the ball
against the Lakers.
Yeah,
was that in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Oh man, it was terrible. But yeah, I think they need. Now I'm still waiting on a Ja Morant shoe to drop. Like we know, like we haven't heard nothing from over there. He was, they talked about trading him for a while. I thought he was probably going to get traded before the draft too, but he didn't. And so I'm waiting for that shoe to drop. So I mean, if the Miami Heat can somehow pull that off, but I think the contract is too big. But Ja still, I don't see him. Is they going to let him play with Memphis? Because I thought the relationship was so bad. Like, he had to go.
Yeah, I don't think that he would have the assets to give him because they had to. They already had traded away their first round picks for like 27, 28, and 29. So they had to give Milwaukee a 30 and a 31 in this trade. So I don't know about them being able to acquire Ja. But it's Ja's relationship with Memphis, bro. I don't understand why he ain't been traded, but I can understand one reason why other teams are probably gun shy right now about giving up what Memphis probably still wants some strong demands. Other teams like, man, he come with so much turmoil and so much baggage. Absolutely. Like we gotta wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We got YouTube checking in. Says salute everybody. Thank you for checking in. Make sure you subscribe to the page if you're not already. Appreciate you checking in. Let's get Austin Reeves signs with the Lakers for 185.
Yeah,
185.
185.
So I don't think he was worth it in my opinion. He's a liability on defense. I know he had a big season. Did he make the All-Star team this year? I think. Like he's a liability on defense, and I've said this, and this is the reason why I like what the Bulls did. I keep saying this. You cannot have more than 2 white people in your starting lineup. The Lakers are at their limit, and both of them can't play defense. Now, the Bulls got Giddey and Buzelis. They can't have no more. You've seen the champions. They all black in the starting lineup. I
like Buzelis. Buzelis can play defense, man.
Play defense. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he played defense. So
now Giddey don't. That's our one. Giddey is our one. You gotta play defense, and Luka and Reeves are liabilities on defense. I'm talking about terrible. The effort not even there. That's what make me angry. The effort ain't even there with them guys. They just like, we gonna score, we gonna put up numbers, but the effort don't even be there with him or Luka.
And we seen Buzelis put Luka in the spin cycle and dunked that one time.
A few times he done blended them up.
Luka gonna be there, but they did not have to do this. But they say they were scared Detroit was coming in, was about to make him an offer. I thought that would have been a good fit in Detroit for Austin Reeves. He ain't got to play a lot of defense because he got backup. With Durant, Cade plays good defense. So if the rest of your team plays defense, great. But that ain't it. But Brian, how you feel about the Lakers re-signing Austin Reeves?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, they keeping their talent. They probably gonna lose LeBron, but it doesn't wow me. You know what I mean? Like you say, they don't play D. He's a scorer. Him and Luka gonna put up some points, but they better get some more out of Marcus Smart and some more 3-and-D guys around them because it's gonna be some turnstiles out there. That everybody gonna give up 120. They might score 115, but they're gonna give up 120. So.
I think that this signing means they're going to have to run it back basically with the same team. I think LeBron's going to come back. He's going to come back to LA. They're going to give him 1 year, probably $50 million. They're going to basically run it back with the same squad. The only other team we see him going to is Cleveland, back to Cleveland if he does that. But I look at LeBron. We know he wants to do a whole retirement tour. He's in LA, make a whole documentary about it. He can also do that in Cleveland, but
hey, what did LeBron go to Milwaukee on a bogus deal? I'm sorry, Miami on a $25-30 million deal and play the point guard position.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's a possibility. I don't
Now,
think it's
here's the thing about that. He can facilitate still at his age. Say what we want to about LeBron. I'm not the biggest fan, but guess what?
For sure.
He would definitely be a fit with those guys. He won't have to play D with Bam and what's his name. Like, literally, all he would have to do is facilitate. Now,
true.
I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen at all. But I just was thinking of scenarios like that earlier. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what if LeBron go over there on a mid-level, just like, but he's got all the money in the world. Yes. What if he just want to go over there and try to win another ring? I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn, that'd be crazy.
Do you think he want the retirement tour documentary or a ring more? Because I think it's close. I don't think it's a landslide as far as another ring.
I think it's a documentary, but the ring come with it. He'll be cool. But it's definitely a documentary, bro. He wants everybody to see how great he been over this crime and give him his flowers. He wants his flowers, bro.
He definitely want it. All right. Well, where is he going to go, Brian? Where you think LeBron going to play next year?
Man, well, you know, Lakers probably got the first option at bringing him back, but Cleveland will be the only thing that makes the most sense. Him in Miami, that'll be dope, but can't none of them guys shoot. So now it might be a little like they clog that paint up.
LeBron got a little better from three. He got a little better from three.
He got a little better, but yeah, I mean, maybe Cleveland. Hey, maybe he come over here and run the point for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't coming with no these young guys over here.
But I definitely think it would probably make more sense for him to just stay in LA. Him sign. He always wanted to be the highest paid athlete. So you taking a pay cut probably don't bode well for that. Go ahead and get the max wherever you can. Hopefully in LA. Run it back. That makes the most sense.
See, listen, there's some young teams that are up and coming that could use him, but he ain't gonna want to go play with those guys. Like he would be a fit in Charlotte. Like y'all said, he would be a nice fit in Charlotte. They up and coming, they got better. He could play in Atlanta if he wanted to go there. But
Golden State. My bad. He always said he wanted to go play with Curry.
Yeah.
They might find a way. Trade Jimmy to LA or something. Trade Draymond. Yeah, hey, the white boys ain't got no defense.
Well,
Draymond and LeBron straight.
Draymond got the player option. They saying that he may opt out to try to force them to give them more money. If he opt out, they might say adios. So he better tread lightly.
He better not. He better pick up that.
Then somebody said that he'll try to force them to give him more, like break it down, like what he getting. Break it down for like 2 years and add something on to it. Like he don't want to go nowhere. They basically trying to say he'll give a hometown discount.
Yeah, that's the only way he'll do it. He opt out if they give him more money but less a year. You know what I'm saying? You know how they like they did like
But he'll be a nice fit in Golden State, bro. Like literally, I have no idea, but I think the Lakers are done with him, bro. With all the turmoil towards the end of the year and all that, like everybody just saying like, I think he might be done with LA. That's just me. That's just me.
I think we're gonna find out in the next couple of weeks. Everybody been saying as far as the timeline go, it got to be like the next couple of weeks as far as what he gonna do.
So I'm trying to figure out, like y'all said, the two teams though. I mean, Golden State and Cleveland would be nice fits. I mean, I threw those other teams out there as just like hypotheticals because a guy like him, he could be the veteran to push them to the next level, but that's not what he wants. He literally want to try to compete this last year and go out, you know what I'm saying, winning. Go out winning, you know what I'm saying?
If he took a pay cut, I mean, imagine him over there with Ant, or in Minnesota. Like, it's so many. Like, if he could go, he could make a difference on a lot of teams with his skill set. I mean, then no team would be a bad fit for LeBron at this point. Maybe Sacramento or something. Man, they just terrible.
They just
how they run their organization.
As a Bulls fan, I even empathize with the Kings because I've seen some good times. They've never seen any good times. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? Like, I empathize with those guys. I've seen the Clippers be good even though they haven't won the championship. We've seen Milwaukee come back from the depths. We've seen Toronto come up and win a championship. Bro, I think the Chris Webber and Mike Bibby Kings, and after that, they've been doo-doo, man.
I think we all know it's between two teams, maybe three. L.A., Cleveland, and the Golden State because he said he want to play with Steph. I think they got an outside chance. If you want to go out, play with Steph and chase a ring that way, if Golden State can somehow maneuver some stuff around and grab them, they'll try to do that. But I think that those are the only options. But I think we're gonna find out in the next.
Y'all getting any rain, man?
I got some. Yeah, I got some.
Man, it's thundering and everything out here.
My blinds was shaking a little bit, so maybe it was. I want to get into some more news, man. I want
one more thing. What y'all think about the Nick Claxton trade?
At first I was like, why? But then after you talked about it today, I was like, okay.
I mean, it's only for 2 years. They could absorb the contract. So I just think that he's like a rim protector and a alley-oop kind of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shot Slama Jama. Those guys, they want to be able to switch everything when guys go into pick and roll. And you can do that when you got 6'8", 6'9", all these guys who can make up ground. Like, that's what most impressed me about Caleb Wilson watching this tape of North Carolina, how he recovered on help defense, bro. Like, oh, man, bro, you gonna love this guy, bro. Eventually, y'all gonna love this guy. I'm telling you. You're going to love this guy.
I like that Claxton deal, especially to get him for nothing. You didn't give up nothing. You know what I mean? To get him
we didn't give up anything. We just, we were able to absorb the contract. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, again, we lacked size. Yeah. They addressed it, free agent and trade and the draft. This is you're gonna have to bring your hard hat and your lunch pail to come here.
Yeah, ain't no more easy whoopings. Ain't no more just coming in and blowing this team out no more.
No, it ain't.
The days of the Matador, Zach LaVine and DeMar defense is over with. Ain't no more of that.
Over, bro. Yeah. Only liability is Giddey, like you say, and hopefully he give a little more.
But most nights he got the advantage at the point guard spot. Most nights, because he'll walk a triple double. So
yeah. So it's Claxton. Y'all look at some of his tape. He didn't got a couple triple doubles out there.
He 12 and 9 on the rebound, on the points and rebounds, and a few times he had like 9, 10 blocks. Like bro.
And you know what? You need role players.
I thought he was older. He just turned 27. He's not even he just hitting his prime.
Yeah. It's a good move. We have some coaching news I want to talk about, man. Michael Nori, the assistant, assistant from the Timberwolves, got hired by the Trailblazers, but only on a 1-year deal. We've really rarely ever seen this. It's a multi-year deal, but it's incentives. It's only one guaranteed deal, 1 year guaranteed. And so after 1 year, they can, if they want to, they can move on. The National Basketball Coaches Association had an issue. J.B. Bickerstaff said it's a slap in the face. If you are an assistant, would you take a 1-year deal with no security? And you taking a Trailblazers team that's going to take time to build. Brian, if you was an assistant, would you take a deal like this? Like, no, I'm good, man. I need more than 1 year.
You know what, man? Sometimes you got to bet on yourself. I've heard this Michael Nori name a lot recently, and he hasn't gotten a head coaching job. Now, I don't know if I would be willing to bet on myself in Portland, but I can understand why somebody in his shoes who wants to be a coach would take this chance. Hey, if Tiago could do it, given the stuff that all I got to do is just match what Tiago did, and I'm gonna get paid. So I think it's okay, but ordinarily outside of certain circumstances. This might, it might not. I wouldn't do it other than a person who's been trying to get in that seat for the longest and just wants an opportunity. But other than that, it's not that is a slap in it. 1 year, come on, man. What can I, what can I do in 1 year that'll make you incentivize you to keep me other than win a ring?
The Trailblazers seem like a circus right now.
For sure.
They had Tiago Splitter. He did well after the Chauncey Billups fiasco. You get rid of him, and then you sign a coach on a 1-year deal, something we never seen before. Vic, what do you think?
Well, first off, they didn't want to pay Tiago. He overachieved, and he earned a big payday, and they was on some BS, typical Portland. When it's time to pay somebody, coaches, players, all that, they want to ship them out. That's what they've been doing for years. If I was Nori, bro, I wouldn't want no parts of that, bro. Like, not saying that I'm too good for a 1-year deal, thing like that, but bro, I work hard at this profession, and I've never seen the coach get hired less than a 3-year deal. You know what I'm saying? The Bulls gave Fred Hoiberg a 3-year deal with no coaching experience whatsoever, at least 3 years. This guy's been assistant coach at the NBA level and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was like a slap in the face, but I understand. I would put myself in this position. I would understand why he did it, because you never know. He may never get an opportunity like this again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing is guaranteed in that way. So here's the opportunity for him to go out and prove to himself, not only to the Portland Trailblazers, but to the entire league, because he can go and tell them, like, nah, you know what, guess what? I don't want to re-up with y'all. There's some other team calling, you know what I'm saying, a better situation for me. So like you said, you to your advantage. You worked all this hard. You put in all this work to be a coach at your craft. Go out there and show them how good you are, and then get your money.
Yeah, man. I see both of y'all points. I'm like you too, Vic, though. Like, yo, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have, me personally.
This is Portland. I know what I'm walking
yeah.
into. I'm walking into a young squad. So I know it's going to take some time to implement my system, get used to the players. We all growing together, and I only got a 1-year deal. And it's like, yo.
Yeah, you make me think of like I was an afterthought or something like that, you know. But
yeah. And then I see how you treated Tiago Splitter too.
Like, but look though, this is what I heard though recently about that Portland dude. Not to say y'all absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? For real. The owner, it's a new owner over there. He owns the who won the NHL championship this year? Las Vegas? Whoever won the NHL championship,
he owned that team too.
He owned that team.
Okay.
And the coach that he got over there was like a former player, and this is kind of how he do him. And because he was like a former player of whatever team it is, he kind of keep taking like hometown discounts every year. And I think he just trying to do the same thing with the NBA team. You know what I mean? But not saying that it's the right thing. But that's something I heard during my little Tiago Splitter little rabbit hole I went down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know, not making an excuse, but it's like he might be trying to change the way things are because of the success he might have had with treating the coach in the NHL like this. You know, maybe you know, you might work a little harder when that thing ain't guaranteed. You know, how bad you want it. You know, who knows? But this might set a bad precedent for young coaches coming up too. Now that I think about it, like, dang, you trying to give me the Mike Norrie deal? Michael Norrie deal? That ain't,
it's gonna be called that now. The Michael Norrie deal. Hey, I didn't never get y'all thoughts about the Knicks winning the championship. We've been on a little hiatus. Vic, me and you, we picked the Knicks. Ralph, I should have got him back on. We picked the Spurs.
We picked the Spurs.
He picked the Knicks, and of course he gave me a text message like, I picked right again.
Yeah, he was right again.
But we've seen the shenanigans, bro. How the Spurs up every game double digits and lose, especially the 29-point.
Hey, bro,
that was ridiculous, bro.
And what that series showed me is typical NBA today. You shoot your way in the game, and you shoot your way out of the game, bro. Yeah. What happens in the fourth quarter for the Spurs, bro? They have nobody they can throw the ball to down low and get a bucket. Not even Wemby. He had no back to the basket game. I didn't realize that it was his back to the basket game was basically like non-existent. He's good at catching oops, and he can shoot, and he plays great defense. But I didn't realize he had zero back to the game because he's doing so much other stuff. I never really focused on that. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he'll get down there when he got to or whatever. Nope. That was not the case in the fourth quarter. Every time they try to shoot their way back in the game where the guards are trying to get to the bucket and make plays. They could not get anybody on the block and get a bucket. And the Knicks just kept on coming, kept on attacking.
And that's what I was saying when we was talking about Wemby on previous shows. Is like he still got a lot of work to do. Like as talented as he is, he still don't have post moves to take advantage of his height. You know what I mean? It's all shooting. He can finish at the rim. That's cool. But can you just, hey, give me the rock, let me go to work. And you know what I'm saying? And I know he's supposed to be working with Olajuwon or Duncan and all of this stuff. Like, yo, you ain't put none of whatever you maybe learned from them to practice because you didn't use none of it. And I said,
like even if you like get the 10-foot fadeaway shot from the baseline where, you know what I'm saying, you fading away, that's still more high percentage than when you up 20 points and the team is making a run and you trying to 3-point your way with them. Like y'all both still, you try to shoot your way back to the league and that's not going to work. Like you up, you can't get fouled. Like you're supposed to be going to the free throw line when you up. You up 20 points, you got to close the game out. Your team is supposed to be getting to the free throw line. You're supposed to be attacking the basket. And that's not what the Spurs did. They steady settled for jump shots every game in the fourth quarter, and that's why they blew all those leads.
if that's Kobe or Jordan, and even LeBron at times, I see what's going on. Let me get a bucket or get to the foul line to stop the momentum. And they could have used a Chris Paul in the moments too. I hate that they didn't have a veteran that can calm the team down on a regular basis.
Yes.
So yeah, but Brian, what do you think about the Knicks winning the championship and how it went down?
Man, I mean, you guys talked about Wemby a lot, and I wanted to just say he just lacked. I think he lacked the strength to even put his back on anybody. He really is like he really plays like a guard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Until you throw the ball up, or he get around the rim, but it's not with the. He can't get into those positions with his back turned at all. These men, and it also showed me the difference in grown men strength and these young boys. The New York, like these 5, 6, 7, 8-year veterans, wives, kids, mortgages, it's a little different. And, they were relentless at attacking that rim. The only people, Brunson just kept pressure on that rim. And, it was nothing that they had no answer for that heart, that tenacity that New York, they just didn't back down. They didn't look scared. And like Vic said, in this day at NBA, when they shooting this many threes,
Yeah.
you could get out to a big lead, but you could walk it down on the other end.
Yes.
As long as you're efficient and
Yes.
effective. And OG Anunoby, Cat, those guys played big, man. They played their roles, and I just found a newfound respect for guys who excel in their roles. Even all the way down to the way that Jalen Brunson plays. He didn't get out of character. I'm getting down here, floater, post shimmy, layup. He just stayed in his game. Oh, Anunoby, tough shots from the corner. Mikal kind of was silent, but rebounding, switching, playing defense. Cat, he had big shots. I mean, it was just a collective effort. I really like what the Knicks did. I would have picked the Spurs too, just because I thought they was riding high on that momentum. But the Knicks did what they were supposed to do. God forbid if they would have lost that, man. Them people would have been jumping off the Empire State Building or something. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them for winning it. I want to see what they can do in terms of even running it back, because now it's different when you the 100. You know what I'm saying?
They already brought out the odds. The Knicks is fourth odds to win a championship. They ain't got no respect. And they won a championship. They did. They played great. They was hot. They got hot because they start playing after the Atlanta series. They start playing out of their mind.
Yeah.
But San Antonio A's showed up, and I never seen so many in today's league, so many big leads just fade away. And that's because of IQ, in my opinion. IQ, coaching, lack of point guard, all of that stuff. Like, and just the mentalities of a Jordan and Kobe, to say, hey, nah, we not doing this. I'm about to shut this down. I'm gonna get us a basket. I'm gonna get to the foul line. I'm gonna do something. But yeah, it showed. But kudos to the Knicks. They did it. I don't expect them to repeat. I think it's too many good teams out there for sure.
It's so crazy. When I was watching those games fold out, I was like, who would have been a better fit with San Antonio than Colin Sexton? KD.
No, they definitely they could have used something. They don't got a guy who can really just get a bucket neither.
They need a closer.
Dylan Harper might be that though in the future, because that kid is special.
Harper,
you know what I mean? Harper is special. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I think if they use him a little more, they maybe could have pushed it to another game. Like, because he was getting to the rim, he was attacking. He was finishing, getting fouls. It was like they just wanted to see what Fox could do. Fox was hurt. You know what I mean? Liability.
Yeah, we got the. I feel like we got a conspiracy theorist on here. His first comment was, because you can bet the entire game, people made money off the prop bets, and then he said the Knicks won because it's the 25th anniversary of 9/11. OKC won last year for 30th anniversary of terrorist attack. So he's putting some dots together.
Oh wow! Okay, bro. All right, my man. X-Files.
Uncle Ginger Chronicles. Uncle Ginger's Chronicles is putting a 30 for 30 together. Hey, all right, maybe we'll
Hey,
find out. All right, okay.
hey, you better be, hey, Unc, you better be careful, man. They snuffing cats for information like that, man.
For real, bro. Like, man, what you talking about, man?
You see, Adam Silver look like he look like a vampire, man. He don't play that, man.
Hey, real quick, the World Cup is going on. Are y'all watching any of the World Cup?
No, I mean, I've been missing it. I'm bogus. I'm bogus, man. I'm bogus.
Hey,
Bro, no, man. Honestly, man, I haven't watched any of it. I was watching NBA Finals, and then after that, I ain't gonna lie, I got right into baseball.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't watching it at first, but then it was like I did call soccer games at Purdue Northwest, so I was like, I kind of know what's going on. Let me tune in and watch. And I was watching a lot of it today, to be honest. And man, it was actually entertaining. Like they were scoring. It wasn't just boring. You know, it's kind of slow with that big screen, and you know, it kind of reminds me of hockey a little bit, but it's even like a bigger field. And so, but I'm watching more of it now because I kind of got the terminology and all of that stuff. And so, but it's a big deal, man. Like when I went to Paris and France, like this is their NFL. You know what I'm saying? This is what they call it, football. You know, this is their football. And so the World Cup is a big deal in other countries and things of that nature. So it is something for sure. For sure. Uncle Ginger's Chronicle says Spurs winning next year versus Miami. But what's the reason why they winning? What's your conspiracy with Spurs winning? Tell us the conspiracy with why the Spurs.
They're a year more experienced. You know.
Hold on, wait. We got to find out what happened in San Antonio 25, 30 years ago. What happened around that time?
Waco, Texas bonds, man.
Yeah. Come on, Uncle Ginger's Chronicles. Give us something for the Spurs winning. Are they going to win it straight up or it's a conspiracy behind it? You got to let us know, man. Before we get up out of here, my church scripture, Mark 10 and 42 through 45, man. I'm taking a leadership class right now at church, man, and it's been real good. And one thing that's been standing out is when you think of a leader, you know, I would say this: before I start taking this class, my looking at a leader, traits and qualities, or what a leader is. You think about leading other people or over somebody, this, that, and the other. But everything that I found out about Christianity, Christ, the Bible, everything is counterculture. And so this scripture says basically, if you want to be a leader, you need to serve. And Jesus even says this. So this is the scripture. Jesus called them over and said to them, you know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them. And I'm gonna skip down. I'm gonna skip down to whoever wants to be first among you will be a slave to all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. And if you look at Jesus' life, like he came to serve the people. Everything that Jesus talks about as far as traits of being a leader is serving others. That's the true asset of a leader, is serving others. And so it's counterculture. If nobody talks about as being a leader, serving others. And so my point of emphasis lately is how can I serve in whatever capacity what I'm doing, whether that be serving at the church, serving people outside of the church, my family, things of that nature, a true representation of Christ. Even the show, my poker group, I'm trying to find ways to serve more after taking this leadership class and going through scripture as far as how Jesus lived. So that's my thing. Hopefully this does something for people. If you think you are a true leader, Jesus says that to serve people. That's the true asset of a leader. Serve. So Mark 10, 42 through 45 is other scriptures that talks about serving. If you look at the life of Jesus, he even said it himself, I didn't come to be served, but to serve. And so if he says that, then and we need to do the same thing. So Mark 10, 42 through 45. I also got a day in life in the app, a day in the life of Al. I was doing darts last night. And if you go out, you know, music, they be having jukeboxes. And so I loaded up the jukebox, and I was basically the DJ for the night. And I had the crowd rocking, man. You know, I had some 2000 hip hop going. And then at the end, like people was like, man, we were trying to find out who the DJ was. They wanted to take pictures with me there. Low key, I want to do some DJing. I'm working on my equipment. But my question to y'all is, if you was a DJ, what is one song that you know for sure gonna get the crowd rocking? Brian, what you got for me, brother? What's one song that's gonna get the crowd rocking for sure?
Man, you know, depends on what I'm trying to give it. I think I'm gonna go Juvenile, back that thing up, man, and just go start to go get it cracking in this boy.
That did play. It wasn't on when I was controlling the music, but somebody did play that. So that is definitely one that gets everybody going. Vic, what you got for me?
Man, I'm gonna hit him with the R. Kelly and Jay-Z, that Fiesta, boy.
Fiesta. He getting the ladies on the dance floor. He getting the ladies moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I am a DJ, so yeah,
okay.
I'm DJ. My brother, and myself. Yeah, I did that for a while, bro. Yeah.
What was your DJ name?
Oh man, you know, but it's so crazy. I told you my nickname is shortened up from Ali. They call me DJ Al. That was my nickname, Al. Like your name, yeah.
Hey, yeah. I got a couple of names that one of my guys gave me, because another quick story. I went on a guy's trip, and this guy was like, man, yeah, I got all the music, this, that, and the other. And I was like, yo, bro, you want to battle? Like, let's do a verse, song for song. Bro, I demolished them, and everybody was going crazy. They was like, hey, bro, you need to be a DJ. And he called me DJ Al Boogie, and then somebody called me Al, Wick called me Al Scratch. So one of those names is getting used when I get my stuff together.
Hey, be careful with that Al Scratch, bro. They out here trademarking it. That's a rapper's name.
Okay, well, let me scratch that. I'm going back to
Hill and Al Scratch, they're a group.
Okay. That's good to know. Well, we down to
I just tell you, know you my boy, man. I don't want you out here having to defend your name, you know, say like Caleb Williams with the Iceman, you know.
Right, for sure. Listen, man, always sponsorship opportunities available. Merch. I got the Allen Pals baseball jersey on today. So we still got merch popping off.
I need a baseball jersey because I got a t-shirt. I need a baseball jersey.
Yes.
I got one more song for you too, Al. That Meek Mills. That Meek Mills with the intro. I can't remember the
Dreams and Nightmares. That's a classic.
There we go.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
That's the one right there.
That's a classic. Yeah.
Okay.
When I pull up in that Aston Martin, y'all, hey, boy, you about to get me spazzing out? Yeah, that's a good one there. That's a good one there.
Big ready, you got to.
Hey, bro. I mean,
we bringing DJ Al back out of retirement.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. Hey, subscribe to the YouTube. All the followers, subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, IG, TikTok. If you want merch, message me. We'll ship anywhere around the U.S. All right. Look, man, appreciate y'all brothers, man. We're going to get back to it next time. We out.
Appreciate you.
Lock and load, Allen Pals. It's the Allen Pals Show.